today I'm gonna try out the new update. More specifically, Dehya's story quest because, well, being completely honest, there's a lot of hype around it. And I also want to see how she, actually fares in combat in game because and there is a slight chance that we will be able to play as her, so maybe. Also because that would affect my decision on whether I should actually wish for her or not. So there's that. And while the game is loading, if you're watching the stream, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share the video on YouTube so that the algorithm finds out that the video is interesting and more people can watch it. And yeah, while you are at it, if you want to get live alerts whenever I'm live, I guess you can join my Discord. The link is in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and about section of my Twitch page if you're watching this on Twitch. Besides that, let's get started. Actually, I recently shifted my whole game to my D drive, which is HDD, sorry. And yeah, it's a bit slow. Actually, this is my first time trying it since then, so I don't know how it will affect the game overall. I hope it doesn't. Okay, loading time is a lot now. Editor card then. Well, while we are at it, I guess you guys should know the drops are enabled, so you can get rewards for watching the stream, which is a bonus point for whoever wants some extra stuff. And yeah, I said hi. Yeah, it's a bit slow today. I guess shifting the game to H HDD was not a good decision in terms of the loading time, at least. I hope the graphics are not affected, otherwise it's gonna be problematic. Come on, just two more symbols left. By the way, said what's going on? How's stuff? Anyways, those who are watching the video at this point, just skip 5 minutes ahead. I guess the action will start then. And yeah. Okay, my first impression of Dehya, by the way, is like, ouch, there are a lot of updates here. Okay, let's first check the mail. Okay, 300 for issue fixed compensation. So there was incorrect transition time to sprinting movements where Yaya could sprint immediately after launching a plunging attack. That's interesting. And performance optimization after 3.3 led to abnormalities in the timing for holding Eula's elemental skill damage. I don't have Eula. After either Jiangling, Yunjin, Rosaria, Thoma, or Shene obtains an elemental infusion, when performing a plunging attack, they would abnormally apply elemental effects when descending. Oh, interesting. And the maintenance compensation. So now I have 600 prime gems. By the way, let's see what updates do we have. Damn, the game is slow. Okay, wind bloom, breath. I'll need to try it only because sucrose is here. And I hope they give Sucrose a new outfit and a new story quest soon. Okay, by the way, let's check out the other stuff. So, okay, I don't see anything new per se. And yeah, the banners. So we have Dehya for 20 days. I'm gonna get a lot of Primogems till then. And these two weapons. Huh. So the beacon of Reed's Sea, okay. Increases attack. When shield is not there, increases max HP. Crit rate, substat, claymore. Looks okay, I don't know. Staff of the Scarlet Sands. So it is okay, it has a lot of elemental mastery attack bonus. Okay, it has a lot of these. Damn. So like you get 52% elemental mastery initially and 28 for each time you are using elemental skill when elemental skill hits an opponent. So you get a maximum of like 84 from this side. So 84 plus 52, 136% elemental mastery as attack bonus, as bonus attack. That's a lot. It's an understatement to say it's a lot. I wish Sucrose was a Polam user now. And yeah, I guess these are there. Alley Flash. Yeah, let's not focus on that. So I guess I'll just select eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay. I don't have a weird stuff at this point, so there's that. And this standard banner. Oh yeah, Dehya was gonna be added to this, right? Genshin. Okay, Dehya will be added after this, after the new update, apparently. Or either it was a new update or once her banner is finished. I forgot which one was it. And
Just need a moment to quickly take
the
notes.
new stuff here. By the way, I was farming a lot of things this week, so yeah, a lot of these are already completed. Weird. Already at level 3. Now I need to complete these things. So, let me claim that.
Notes. I haven't.
So, we have test runs, which I'll do later. Archon quest, which I'll do later. Story quest, which I'll do now. Hangout event, which I'm just gonna store. And this thing, which is always there. So let's unlock this one first. Claim it. Yo. Well, while we are at it, let me just claim this one as well. Yep. Yeah, I would rather not begin the hangout now. And I think the main thing for which all of us were waiting for. So apparently you get one extra intertwined fate for each Archon quest done till now. So 3, 4. Is there an option to quickly get all of these? 5, 6. Okay, I'm getting a lot of stuff, but it's like irritating at this point. Though I'm honestly pretty thankful, but and before starting the stream, you have to get the rewards, right? That's the basic etiquettes, I guess. And let's see. So I got around 20 intertwined fates. That's a lot. So wait, we're gonna get 21 after I complete the current quest, the Archon quest. Okay, interesting. And yeah, let's get started. By the way, this symbol, I'm gonna explain it later. It's an interesting twist. So let's get. Are you kidding me? I've got so much things to cover. Okay, I'll cover it later.
What was that? Oh, it's
So
gone.
let's
Can I go?
go and do the lion's blood. Go to Grand Bazaar. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Grand Bazaar. Okay, the way it's loading, I think before I start my next stream, I'll probably shift everything back to my SSD because this arrangement, it's not gonna hold. I need to figure out a way to move all my program files into my HDD. By the way, I'm rich. 20 wishes. What else do you want? I think a faster loading time for this thing. Uh, so yeah, you guys might have heard like Dehya was nerfed during development process. At least those were the rumors that were going around at that time. So also in the previous one of the previous streams, Tetsu joined the stream and he mentioned like she was not able to perform well for any of the pyro support thing as well. So it, I'm a bit iffy on that part. I thought she would be like a good, Burgeon based character apparently, but I think even that's not the case anymore. So I'm not sure. Also, actually, I forgot to check. Oh, Sino is the other character. I was confused. So, Grand Bazaar. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think changing my drive was one of the bad decisions I made in this game. I'm not saying that the game itself is lagging. It's like these minute points where they are a bit of
I'm
lag or something.
What else did we put on our shopping list?
I mean, you're going to Fontaine next, so I don't know.
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere.
Biri
Let's go get some.
हे भगवान बिरयानी कब पीछा छोड़ेगी ये मेरा. Okay, those who don't know, okay, I think you guys won't be knowing this, but my
We can still add it to the list.
during my bachelor's, I was practically eating biryani, chicken biryani to be precise, every one of the 3 days because like the food in my mess, it was horrible, and luckily there was a restaurant nearby that sold that made amazing biryani.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh dear.
Wasn't expecting to see you.
And Dunyazad.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Yo.
Ah, so you two are still hanging out together.
Oh, yeah, she should be feeling better, right?
Did you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over.
That's true.
We're still the best of friends. The
Nice.
Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago.
Oh,
My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
okay, I'm gonna be honest. That's a very friendly approach.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
I mean, I have a feeling she's gonna stay here forever.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
What?
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
You can just take her to the desert for a few days.
But she said they'll treat you to the best dishes. How
Okay,
can
Paimon is hooked.
you still refuse that?
But wait, didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave?
Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
And yeah, she's better now. She's no longer affected with Aliasar.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
True.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Those who don't know, till now, I have like kind of destroyed the vibe of the desert area because you know the main pyramid that we have from where all the sand is being sucked in, like you have that kind of animation going on every night and day. I kind of turned off that machine, so I don't know how to turn it on again.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
Wait. So you're telling me Dunyazad is not going to desert with Dehya now? So the web event that we had a few days back was after this story quest. What?
Alright, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like... I feel like something is off about you lately.
Huh.
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid.
Oh.
Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
I doubt that.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
True.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
Definitely.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble.
Okay.
Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
That's true.
My lady,
Same goes to you,
you're not
my
gonna
editor.
stop until you drag it out of me, are ya?
And my friends.
All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
True. There are a lot of
Okay,
ears
let's talk here.
listening
Just
to us.
try not to draw any extra attention.
Yeah, we won't be drawing any extra attention. We just have the what was that? Lance Main, the one of the richest businessman's daughter, national hero, and it's his companion. Yeah, how can we even draw any attention?
As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me. Just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
That makes sense.
My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts.
Hmm.
We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora.
That
The
makes
most
sense.
notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
ओके मैं कहना नहीं चाहता हूँ बट दशरथ ने कितने कांड करे अपनी जिंदगी में.
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
King Dashrath.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
I mean, they practically attacked us, though under the influence of the divine knowledge capsule. Yeah, that's something.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control.
Okay.
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dehya al-Akmar.
Hmm.
Dakan?
Okay. New mercenary group.
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a
What?
really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years.
Okay.
Anyway, the real issue is that Dehya al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Mm-hmm.
Say what now?
I mean, my main question was, she has a father at this point.
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents.
Okay.
We're talking hundreds.
Ouch.
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
Okay, it's kind of hard to imagine that he's her father, but okay.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
Oh.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dehya al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years.
Hmm.
If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target.
Yeah, we have to do something.
I just wish
Wait,
I
won't
knew what's
Candace-
driven him to do this.
Wait, beat them to like pulp.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
Paimon, you are kind of blaming her father. Control your emotions.
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic.
Ouch.
But at least in the past,
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him?
Makes sense in a weird sort of way, but okay.
He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Ouch.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Okay, just a question again. How are we... Is it allowed to discuss these type of issues on a children's game? What was the rating again? Wait. Let me check. So according to Google Play, Genshin is... where do you see the... We're gonna see the rating. It's a teens game. So alcoholic reference and fantasy violence. There should be just that. I kind of feel weird that these type of issues are being discussed.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, this reminds me of all the trauma I had to go through because of this game. You have mind control, populace manipulation, people fighting because of a stupid reason, a stuck-up monarch's rule led to weird situations in the country, the main head suddenly disappearing and leaving everything to its people. I don't know, things have been weird and they were...
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
That's a pretty good question, and it seems I know the answer, but I won't say anything.
Unfortunately, I never
I
knew
knew.
my mother.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, Dehya.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? That was
Ouch.
the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale.
Okay, I'm honestly not having a pretty good picture of how her childhood was, so.
They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Huh?
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, it started to get a
Ouch.
little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Oh.
What an interesting guy.
But it doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish, but that was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him, until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself.
Oh.
Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them.
Wait, it's kind of like. Isn't that a direct character assassination? It's like her father, who is the head of that group. He liked the optimistic type of stories, and suddenly he started doing all the weird things. I guess what you believe and what you do are totally different things.
No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I
can't
think I
comment
can
on that.
understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
Hmm. You want to find out why they are causing
Yeah.
so much trouble.
I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
Okay.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
I mean, if only there was a couple of people, there were a couple of people who could help her. They would be just standing around, do anything for Mora. Might have even saved a few nations in the process.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
Yeah,
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
I'll go with Do Desert.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
I mean, I've got nothing else to do. Technically, I just saved the country. It's pretty boring. And Naida is still finding information about his sister. Yeah, I guess he is pretty much free.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Yeah, and Paimon is also coming.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
It's like Okay, you can count on
I'll
me.
wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
Okay.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Okay. I just realized something. Not only the stories, the plot also becoming darker nowadays. I mean, even the start of the quest was with a weirdly darker take to the story. So, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. By the time it's loading, what do you think? I mean, given her personality, I would say the stories did have an effect on Dehya. It's just that I think her father's action kinda solidified those beliefs in her. At least that's how I see it. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are
Harun.
these two friends of yours?
Yep. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew.
Oh,
Since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately.
sure, bro.
They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Oh,
They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. And it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
hmm.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market.
Okay.
A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
Okay. Now, why do I feel like it's a bit too targeted now?
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty targeted. Like they're after something. You can sense it, but you don't know what that
A few
is.
days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
That
Rather
is.
than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics.
Oh. Interesting.
If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have.
I mean, maybe.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
Okay, theory time. So, I just have a theory that maybe, I mean, it's a very low possibility situation, but maybe his father saw the light and all the people in the mercenary group, they thought, okay, now we should just turn against our own so that we can reduce the crime rate done by the Dashrath's relics or something.
Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Akhmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
They were able to cause so much damage.
It sounds mighty strange to me too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us.
Yep.
Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Akhmar is your father's crew after all.
Yeah.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What
Wait,
we did is nothing compared to your
Is
experience.
that guy Hisham?
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dakan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Okay, that's brutal. But it's like, why are they attacking their own? That's the main question.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf.
Hisham.
You're here
Khalaf.
too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebot. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
Okay, editor, this is a very important point. Just play back all the different adventures that Traveler did at this point and play it in a sequence, like defeating what was the thing? Defeating the dragon in Mondstadt, defeating Vortex in Liyue, fighting against Raiden Shogun, defeating Scaramouche, all of that.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey,
Oh,
what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
emergency food.
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
I mean, I haven't seen her doing any proper guide related stuff, except for the first part of the game, where like initial part of the game. Beyond that, like, I don't think so she has been any use for. But assuming that whenever you are using map, you are essentially using Paimon's power. Meh.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Lol.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Yeah, I mean, wait, is she even capable of combat? Nah.
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the Traveler here.
Yeah, though she did nothing. Nothing.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck,
See?
then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
I had no idea. I guess I...
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule?
What?
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You
Oh.
weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Ouch, that hurts.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all.
Practically the only selling point.
Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Oh.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Ouch.
The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
I mean, embarrassing stories are always the best moments in life.
Are they always like this?
Most probably.
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to, if someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
Sounds like all the adventures that we did till now.
But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
That's true, but I mean what's happening in the background.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis.
Yeah, you have to be pretty polished.
Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dekan al-Akhmar's looted goods.
Okay, I just realized something. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. This is practically the hub where all the mercenaries come and discuss stuff, and there are a lot of ears listening to their discussion at this very point. Is this staged?
All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Oh.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
Let's go. There should be a teleport point. Wait, where do I need to go? Oh. It isn't that away from the desert. Why? And yeah, not all the business can be conducted in the desert. And the group seemed interesting, casual and stuff. By the way, as you guys can see, yeah, I did a lot of treasure hunting. What can I say? By the way, let me just show you how much treasure hunting I did in the past few days while I'm at it. So let's yeah. So chasm is like 84% now. 81, 54, 74, 72, 65, 84, 71, 68, 91, and there's 36. I'm like, I'm gonna complete Jade's quest and then explore this whole area. I find it more appropriate that way. Initially, all of them were like 20, 30, 15%.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Okay, ma'am.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Okay, just one question. Isn't Paimon releasing a lot of sparkling dust? Won't that blow our cover?
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
True.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time I've seen date changing in a cutscene
Ah, here they come. You ready?
with actual time changing music.
Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Okay. So... Oh, finally. Let's say... By the way, before we fight, let me just check. Okay, directly a 5-star weapon. Yeah, why not? 90 level. Artifacts are Noblesse Oblige. Why? 19. Okay, 90. Why not? Attack. Okay, they definitely gave her a support thing, but what are her talents? Constellation Z. Wait, they give us a C3 character? That won't even give us a good impression. I'm not a whale. So, max HP is increased by 20%, and she deals bonus damage based on max HP when using the following attacks. 3.6, 6% of her max HP. Okay. When Dehya uses Molten Inferno ranging flame, the duration of the created Fire Sanctum field will be increased by 6 seconds. Additionally, when a Fiery Sanctum exists on the field, damage dealt by its next coordinated attack will be increased by 50% when the active characters within the field are attacked. So you have to get attack to increase the damage. I can see certain situations where it might be useful, but not all of them. Any others? What are her talents? Normal attack scaling is meh. Wait, level 8, right? I mean, I don't know if it is good or not. Let me compare this with his. Sorry, talent. Oh, definitely not good. Elemental skill, ranging damage, and dominable flame damage. Okay, there is a lot of stuff. Fire Sanctum deals pyro damage. This skill will be unleashed. Already exists. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, when the opponents within the firing sanctum takes damage, the field will unleash a coordinated attack. Okay, and the burst. That is the main selling point of this character for me. So unleashing her burning anger and casting her inconvenient blade aside. Inconvenient, you know, just like Kratos. Dehya enters blazing Lioness state. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound anything like Spartan Rage. And increase the resistance to interruption in this state. Dehya will automatically and continuously unleash. Automatically? What? Dealing pyro damage based on her attack and max HP. She will unleash an incineration drive, dealing pyro damage based on this. If Fiery Sanctum field created by Dehya's own elemental skill exists, Dehya will retrieve it and then create another field once the duration expires. Got it. Wait, there's a roaring barrage. Unleashing roaring barrage within 0.4 seconds after each. Increase the speed at which the next twist will be triggered. Okay. In this state, Dehya will be unable to perform her. Okay. Sid, do you see how much stuff there is on her skill description? Let me just show you. Wait. You think this is a joke? See, this is sucrose. Okay. Standard character. Okay. This much. This is common for all characters. See, this is just her elemental skill. One and done. Her burst. One and done. And Dehya. See. Normal. You have to scroll like this is a thesis, not a skill description at this point. Okay. Okay. So wait, the way I see it,
Where do you think you're?
it is possible to wait, at this point I won't be able to use her skill. Sorry, burst. Okay, I would say it's not bad as long as you're considering the fact. I know I can use her off field, but like I need her energy, bro.
Right here.
Otherwise, like ending this battle is way easy for me. Okay. And these guys are gonna take forever to come to this place. See? Couldn't even use a burst. Sit. You don't. Never tell me to do anything ever again. Please. I wanted to see her bursts. I guess I'll see it in the tryout. Got nothing else to do anyway.
You're the Flame Bane.
Good.
Yeah.
That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
I think I would just spill the beans at this point.
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Torture.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work?
Ouch.
Things like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes.
Ouch.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
It's alright,
I'm
Paimon.
not joking around.
It's
We can
interesting
do
to
this
see
the
blood
easy way or the
sometimes.
painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Oh, suicide.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue.
Ouch.
Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
I got some Zhangling's omelette.
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
Yeah, it's like a cult.
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
Yeah, I think we should
What
just leave
should
him.
we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something.
Let's see.
I'm really sorry.
See, she meant well. Though she didn't show it actually. So not gravely injured and will probably wake up soon. It's okay to leave him here for a while. I mean, I wish the description was there lays the corpse of the satyr with his tongue taken out and burnt to crisp. Examine the box. And let's see.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Please tell me it's nothing related to Academia again. I'm tired of going back to that place.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
True.
Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
Okay.
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person.
Okay.
That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar.
Interesting supply chain.
Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
Huh?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the Mora amount just happened to be cancelled each other out?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all?
Could be.
Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest.
Okay, I'll be honest. What do you think? This small piece of paper has a whole like CS report on whatever in a different in a tabular format, in a structured format. Like, okay, this thing happened on this date with this much amount. It's not even that big to write all that details.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazaman Homayani?
Oh,
Homoyani? You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Interesting.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I doubt it.
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shahzaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
Calm down there. Let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakan Akhmar?
And we could go and ask them. By the way, that mushroom is interesting. Those were some cool moves.
That's a possibility. But if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shahzaman as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Ribat or Port Ormos. Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
Maybe.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past?
Could be. I mean, but then you also consider the fact that Kali was also affected with Alizar. But yeah, she had like Tainari taking care of her, and she was also treated by doctors, so things balance out, I guess.
But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the Master would stoop so low to make Mora. You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
Let's
I'm not
go.
worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis.
Let's go then.
Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
True, but sometimes you just have to take the chance.
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Yeah. Like I trust my editor is gonna make some funny reels out of even this stream.
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion.
True.
That's not how I deal with people.
Okay, now I like Dehya more.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Though I still haven't seen her burst, so like I'm still iffy of whether I want to wish for her or not.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Because I'm gonna be honest, there's many characters. Yeah, I mean, come on, Sid, at this point, many of the characters don't have ears, like human ears, Sucrose included, even though she looks cute with it. Let's go. So I'm gonna go to the city again. I mean, technically, yeah, she has ears. So yeah, let's vote. Do you think Dunyarzad is like kinda she knows about everything and just playing dumb or something? Or family is actually trying to make money of, you know, the crimes committed by Dehya's father's brigade? Maybe.
we're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
Very strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Yeah.
Something like that.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
Sure.
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
Uncharacteristically, Traveler is 80% of the time quiet. Sorry, 95% of the time. He doesn't even utter a single word. Paimon, on the other hand, like, yeah, she just talks a lot. So I can understand her.
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Dunyarzad, we're back!
Okay, she's a bit too perceptive. We have to be careful around Dunyarzad now.
So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father?
No, Doctor Who's arch nemesis, the Master.
Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Okay.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Ouch.
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
Though that feels highly unlikely.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Okay.
In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
Oh ho ho. Both the fathers are already in cahoots.
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts.
I mean, it was not that famous a group, Dehya.
Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of mora, so I just signed.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, it didn't.
Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought.
Look, Corps of 30, they must have someone stationed. It's not like everyone is busy.
I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence?
Nope.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense.
Let's
If
see.
my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
As a collateral?
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
You cut your ties. He did not.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Looks like things are pointing in this direction.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
Okay. I guess no one is gonna be happy in this quest. And I've already ruined like 3 characters' personalities. Characters. Lol.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same.
Okay.
However, the Homiyani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homiyani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Ouch.
Dehya.
It's alright, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna face her father all alone.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built upon trust.
Right, yeah, trust. You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
If your trust hasn't been misplaced.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people.
Yes.
In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing.
Let's
I
see.
also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Okay.
Usual place?
Let's go. I think I took the wrong step. I deserve to jump, so let's jump. By the way, what do you think? Is it like both the fathers are in the wrong, or like they are actually planning on the downfall of Dashrath's relics? I think latter could be
Thank you for coming,
main
sir.
point.
Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
If you haven't heard of us, you're not one of the richest people in this place or any influential person in this place. Come on, this guy just saved this whole city, the country to be precise.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
So you haven't heard of us from Academia or any of the other people in the whole of Sumeru. I'm gonna have a chat with Nahida after this. What's going on in her city?
But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
And
So that's what you found.
hmm.
Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story.
I got whole day.
And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Why?
What I do know, though, Dehya, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Okay, it's probably her mother was related to Omayanis or something.
Wait, me?
Just a few seconds here. And yeah, I'm not summoning for Dehya at this point. I still need to try out her burst to decide on that.
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing.
Okay.
Knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss.
True.
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that.
Oh, so you guys knew each other.
Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you.
Enough procrastinating. Just tell us the truth already.
The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a...
His heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homiyani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand.
Ouch.
Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support.
And there was her father, Dehya's
Those
father.
Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Ouch.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age.
Oh. Okay. Perception changed. Character assassination. Okay. Okay.
We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
Then.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
That's why kids don't do drugs.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gone into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
Oh.
I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dehya.
So he was the one who recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dehya could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
See, such a caring father. Suddenly.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dehya as my own daughter.
Ouch.
And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took.
Okay, now I have one doubt. Okay. If all of this happened, it shows that Dehya's father is a man of questionable but good intentions. Um, he won't leave his wife slash Dea's mother so easily.
Kusela saved me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always accepted them as a token. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago.
Which
The letter
was
concluded help him buy weapons, medicine, and even
oh,
explosive materials.
he's gonna like go to the main base, blast it.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Takano Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
Apparently,
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia
hmm. But by the same token, he should have stopped us.
to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help. After some deliberation, I decided to. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to not simply reject his plea for help. In the end,
Oh.
probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose to feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in to do steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Ouch, harsh.
Oh no. Dia, please don't feel that way.
Because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way of.
I don't know. I knew him and he was nothing more. I can't understand what's going through his head. But I guess you do have a point. Yet. I need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone.
True.
I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him.
Shazaman, he looks like a good guy. And again, questionable good guy.
However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30.
Okay.
He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan.
Hmm.
I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe
Ah,
you'll be able to find him there.
seriously, you can't even skip dialogues because this is where he will be.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed. I haven't finished processing everything quite yet.
We haven't finished processing half of it yet. Though I know it's like most of the players would know that it's like one of the usual tropes, but still.
My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
True.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Okay. Let's go. So this is tavern. Let's make it night. Okay. Cool.
Huh? Who are you guys?
You are saying 3 people? Okay, then you are too much drunk. There's only one.
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Ouch.
Voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
Okay, I think we are gonna have some combat. Unless this guy's like literally gonna tell us everything. In which case it would be pretty
This place should
anticlimactic.
Alright, back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, there's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my
Okay.
life, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Khan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you
Yep.
provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
And I guess he won't be doing it.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. Just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Kusaila is her father.
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to
Okay.
go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey,
Ah.
come on. Now
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
all right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move.
Okay.
And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
That would be bad. Let's see. Dehya's father, it was... Wow, at the complete other end of the globe. And just imagine, for a quest you would have to go from desert area Sumeru to Mondstadt or Inazuma and then come back again. Like realistically, it would take like at least, I would say, 1 to 3 weeks. See how empty this whole area looks. I shouldn't have done so much treasure hunting. Things that you regret.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Let's do this.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Finally, I can.
Dehya, why are you here?
I think this is not the time to be asking that, bro. You know what? I think this is not working out. I need to figure something else out. I need a battery. Pyro battery. Let's see. I have Xiangling. Where is Xiangling?
I can't wait
I
any longer.
also have. Okay, I think I should just use Xiangling. She should be enough if I give her the correct artifacts, which are these ones, and done. Let's go.
Seems like we're... Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Okay,
I'm
Finally
here to see
doing
Kusela.
this.
Tell him to get out here.
wait.
Dehya, why are you here?
Okay. Her energy generation is pathetic. One. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. Come on, give me a burst already, you guys. Come on, come on. Seriously, how long is it gonna take? Okay. Come on. This is just gonna take so long. Okay, finally done. Done.
You asked for it.
Yes. Wait, was I even controlling her at that point? That's a pretty good question.
Allow me.
Okay. I'd say her burst is good. Smash through all the obstructions.
Nice and spicy.
I'm gonna try it out again. Okay. You know what? I think I won't be able to do it now. So.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, okay.
So you also need to stop us.
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
I think it has everything to do with her. It's her father we are dealing with. Come on. Seriously, her burst is
Hold the line.
becoming an issue here. One, two. Yes, done. Okay, now let's see. If I use her burst. Oh, she's doing it on her own. And if I click, it becomes faster. Interesting. But the duration is very small. I think I'm starting to understand why she's a support.
Get them. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Let's just end this quickly. Thank you.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
I think her father is dead.
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other.
Let me start from the beginning. Dehya, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order in turn?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Mm-hmm.
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record.
Oh.
Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters, whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The records served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
So there was no escaping the records.
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks.
Oh.
But you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
Ouch.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait,
Uh,
that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
oh,
So, even the Blazing Beast...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack, even though we're outnumbered. We vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
hasn't only been the victim of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. From food and medicine to weaponry and all we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid.
Ouch.
We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Responding will only cause more pain.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning.
Oh.
We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the... We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence, but maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dehya. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
Ouch.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dehya?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're
Okay,
not bad
time to
people.
take down
It's just that some
a whole
situations get so
villainous
bad,
organization
it's difficult
now.
to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
No, I've made promise. I'm on your side.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this
I'm on, you are
through to the
grounded.
end.
You are staying here.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Definitely.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is,
Okay. I just realized something weird. Okay, just a sec. First of all, let me change characters. I probably won't be using Dehya again. She's a bit of a hassle to use. So, where is yeah, there she is.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale.
And Kali, give her all of the previous artifacts. By the way, there is something hidden in this artifact set. Like all the list of artifacts, that would probably be seen. I won't say detected. Like some people might be able to see it and understand what I'm talking about if they've seen any of the previous streams. So I mean, you'll have to look at it after pausing the video. So good luck, and you'll also have to see all the previous streams. So you can go watch that, the whole like last 5 to 6 streams, and then come back. I guess you will understand what's hidden or something. Let's go. Finally. Now we know our target. Just what I needed. It's like they knew you're gonna come from this place, so practically made everything available. Oh, there was a chest here. You know what? This is the first time I'm doing it on stream, so let me just get up.
Emerge.
One.
Right here. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Allow me. Animal test 6308.
And done. Thank you.
If only I stumbled upon lab supplies as
Oh.
often.
Got this as well. It was Thunderstrike. Got it. Okay, I need to go up there, so 1 2 3 4 5 and there we go.
Run into much trouble on the way here.
should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna need a pyro character. I think then you're gonna send Dehya, so that would be handled. If not, we can always manage with these characters in the party. If not, I'll just start the domain again. By the overall, I don't say I don't.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
I like the echo effect that we get whenever we are indoors or someplace similar to that.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
That's true.
Yeah, We'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing.
Yeah, they don't chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Okay, these guys are gonna die and we are gonna take revenge. Oh, co-op. Haven't seen this in a while. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Go. Oh.
Animal test 6308.
Not bad, but not good as well. So.
Right here, right now.
Okay. Wait, are those guys alive? Oh, they are.
Emerge, right now. Emerge.
I guess it's good to have some mercenaries at hand. I can actually take this fight easy.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Silly because of these, I guess.
Right here.
I don't know, I have a mixed feeling of using these characters.
You asked for it.
Okay.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Okay, boss.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
They are gonna die. See?
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Uh-oh.
Now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen.
Death
Take a
flags.
look around. There could still be another way through. Let's go! We can't let the boss down.
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's see.
Yeah, now we come to the whole
I
puzzles.
think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mecha.
Okay, let's...
I hate puzzles. But okay. Got no choice. Huh. Change color? Oh, sorry. Oh, so that's how it works. By the way, I just want to make sure there's no chest around here because Genshin devs, they just love hiding things, mostly in the plain sight. But you know, you can't be sure. Okay, I guess there's nothing. Let's go. There is a chest there. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if I use her in this.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
I mean, I still hate burning, honestly. I don't know if there's a proper burning build that does good enough damage.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Well, that does it. Lower. Wait, I think this is the first time Paimon actually gave us a hint. Yeah,
Emerge.
2 of these guys right here.
Hold the line. Stand clear.
1, 2, 3. And done. Oh. Maybe not. One,
Rest and rebuild. Right
one,
here.
2, 3.
Right now.
One more chest. And it feels boring to open chest now because I've been doing that a lot.
Right here. Right
Okay, now at least
To
this is an
merge.
exquisite chest. Okay, 1, 2. Sorry, 2.
Hold the line. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
And there we go. I'm not gonna use Dehya. Okay, so actually I just realized something. Wait. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is not a reference or anything, but this style of staircase and like the entrance, it reminds me of one of the levels of Warframe. Structurally. Raise. Raise. Done. Change color. Okay. Then change color. Change color. Done. Can't even say that's how you do it. It was so easy. And where's the main villain or whatever? Oh, I see the chest.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make
Michelle.
it through from the other side.
Michelle.
But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
You do realize there is a traveler here.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run. Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already.
Doubt
I
that.
witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing.
That
The
is.
greatest should never live to remember their fall.
That's brutal.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons. We will show them the
By the way,
true
how long is-
power
how
King
large is
Deshret
this
bestowed upon his followers.
hidden, like this hideout? And you can see how there are more rooms to be discovered.
They are but two, while we hold within ourselves.
Oh.
Wave one, charge!
1, 2, 3.
Animal
Two.
hypostasis simulation.
Yeah, we are but two.
Rebuild.
Can't do anything.
Don't think to be one.
So
Just getting started.
we are so much at a disadvantage. 1, 2, 3.
Animal
Definitely not.
stand clear.
And my question is that all you got?
King Deshret will not abandon
1,
any one of his
2,
followers.
3. I don't think he would also want you guys to do all of this
Animal test
meaningless
6308.
fight. It's a sure shot outcome that you're gonna die. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh.
None of us plans to leave this place
Okay,
alive.
let me just show you what happens if you mess with sucrose. And done.
Golden slumber.
Okay, that was, I wanna say intense, but it was easy. I think I got a bit too much of a combat practice because of the treasure hunt.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
And we can fight them as long as we want.
Yes, keep fighting! There's no need to fear, and no need to back down!
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attack. I'm going to see if I can take out that high
Okay, ma'am. Oh.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Mitchell! So they've broken through the front as well.
Oh.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Kick him, kick him, kick him. You can at least show us a kicking animation.
So,
Time to pay for everything you've done.
you think I would give you that opportunity?
No.
I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Oh, they have a nuke. Yeah, that's just what we want, right? Ah, damn it.
Hey, wait!
Ouch. What?
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Let's do it. Oh, they don't want to.
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Sure.
Let's go.
But this was a weird quest. Usually you have full control over whatever you do in these areas. But this was surprisingly not a lot of it. Why is there a hidden area? Let's not think about that. I mean, I'm pretty sure there might be something hidden there. I don't know, I always feel like Genshin devs are like hiding something. Damn it. Thought so. Now I think it's gonna be okay. Let's bet. I have a feeling. It's not a strong feeling, but maybe feeling like they're gonna end up doing something similar to Temple Run by the end of this quest. Like everyone is gonna die or something, maybe.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out at...
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
Uh-oh.
Where's the records room?
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burnt? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the wreck. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old...
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of infernal. Bashar,
Oh.
Creedy, let's go. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Okay, time to see a burnt corpse, I guess. You know what, I actually want to talk to these guys. Okay, let's talk to these guys.
I've already told you everything I know. Can't you just leave me alone?
No, let's punch him. Ah! Come on. By the way, what's this? What's this thing? Ah, deep breaths. Oh, there are so many rooms. Let's see if we have anything up there. Another corpse. I guess it's kind of like a standard given that we attacked this place. Wait a second. I wanna check something out. So I can open that door as well. Interesting. Open. 6 gate of hell. Open.
So, this was his final destination.
Yes.
How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Yes.
Dehya.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
I have a feeling the father might be alive. By the way, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Is this a cane?
Yeah, this is a game.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
That cane is a wooden cane, if I'm not wrong. How can it
Let's
survive?
split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh?
Sword.
Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
Ouch.
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Ouch.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Ouch. The whole story was shared. Final investigation in the name of restoring the order. Was given to Dehya as a part of her inheritance. Dehya was completely silent the whole way back to Sumeru city. Seriously, we can't have a good
What's this?
story. Happy ending kind of thing. Got you some snacks, all on Paimon's
Don't
tab.
you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You
Yeah.
were super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
She really spends her allowance on other people.
Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy.
Your chef is right here. He practically cooks 95% of your meal.
Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten some. Junior Azad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say.
It
My
happens.
chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Everything just happened so fast.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth.
That's what family
I nearly
does.
even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
You should never question your true feelings.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
How is this a children's game again?
You're back! Are all of you alright?
A lot has happened on your side.
Here she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. What?
Okay. And Paimon finishes telling her story.
Sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my... You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like...
But Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment.
Nah.
That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your... But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
Technically, yeah. But if that's what suits you.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd job. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character, even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous. It won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora.
True.
Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right.
Nice idea.
You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking...
Okay. That doesn't wrap it up. Apparently. Wait, I thought that was it. Come on. And to the rug store. Ah, finally.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Yeah.
Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue?
Yeah.
Talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Definitely.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do this. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last... Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the court could...
Thank you.
That's true.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge.
Huh.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. Kind of
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A bit too long.
a handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use.
That probably means this was really important to him.
Okay.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy pup, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
I think Deya's mother sent those.
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and two empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
What an interesting person.
Huh? There's something in the bottle.
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't... I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter.
What?
To Dehya. It's a letter for me?
You don't need to read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left.
Ouch.
If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Ouch.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking.
I doubt that now.
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire... But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands.
Oh.
You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever.
I guess the term children of the sand is taken too literally.
But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bunch.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle.
Oh.
Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of... In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
But isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose. Or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Nope.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like...
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them that there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us?
Yeah, we'll help.
We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some info.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I also don't wanna stop going forward. Yeah.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky.
Okay, weirdly the story ended in a good manner compared to all the other stories. And Sumeru.
Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Done. I guess before I do something else, let me just complete the track. Wait, only 3 characters. And why is Bennett here? Everyone has Bennett. And technically, most of the people have Bennett. Or at least they have seen people using Bennett. Though I hope he's not C6. In the tryout, it would be a bit disappointing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2.
Nice and spicy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. That should do it. Exit. I'm gonna try Dehya first because... Okay, let's do Sino first. I'm still a bit confused about Sino because, to be honest, the last time I tried him I was not sure if I did the correct thing. I'm not sure if I did the correct thing. I mean, I don't understand his burst, to be honest. I will just need to go through it once again. So, apparently, His skill performs when Sino is under the state triggered by this. He will instead unleash a mortuary rite that deals thunderous AoE damage, okay? And extends the duration of this back on clear state. Okay. So calls upon the divine spirit to indwell him, morphing into packed sworn path clearer. Normal attack, charge attack, and plunging attack will be converted to this. Elemental mastery and resistance to interruption will increase. He'll gain immunity to electro charge attack. Electro charge damage. Okay, so but
Nowhere to run.
come on. Okay, let's try this. Ouch. Okay, that's a lot of resistance to interruption. Okay, I think no, the state is still going on. Are you kidding me? Okay,
Let's dance.
it stayed on for so long it technically charged it. Okay, I think Sino is not that bad of a character, but the amount of stuff I need to build him is gonna be humongous. I'll need his weapon because, let's be honest, the staff played a major role in his attack. And the stat itself on the staff are awesome. So that 5-star weapon, what it does is it converts his elemental mastery EM to attack, which technically helped him a lot. Okay. Okay. And there we go. The state is pretty short-lived actually. Its cooldown is 18 seconds only. Duration is 4 seconds. Cost is 70. Is there no way to increase the cooldown? Sorry, trigger the unleashing roaring barrage. Roaring barrage? What's that? Unleashing roaring barrage will trigger within 0.4 seconds after it will increase the speed at which the next frame will strike. Huh. Elemental skill will be replaced by roaring barrage. Okay. Interesting. And I'm technically just waiting for the last one. Missed it. Done. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I might get Sino, but Both the characters need the 5-star weapon for the damage that's shown here at least. So let's not get any of these. I think that would be a pretty much a better option, to be honest. And yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to do today. Let's see. Complete it. All the other stuff is left. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, then follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share the video on YouTube so that algorithm will help us promote the video to a larger audience and help the channel grow. Also, if you need live alerts of my streams, you can join my Discord channel. The link is in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and in the about section of my YouTube and Twitch page respectively. And yeah, I think I'll see you guys in the next stream, and hopefully we'll get to see Sucrose and Bloom's event. I think that's all. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.